Hello, and welcome to British Wonders. Today we will talk about the best tourist place in UK. Stay with us to find out. England, one of the most popular travel destinations in the world. England offers a most endless possibility for vacations, seeking fun things to do and top attractions to visit. Part of the beautiful British Island, this small but influential country bursts with fascinating story, exciting series, and rich cultural tradition. Historic sites are at very turn from prehistoric English and ancient Roman sites to centuries-old castles and town centers dating back to Middle Age. England is also extremely easy to get around, with the most popular tourist destination we connect by trains and bus. Alternatively, you can drive between points of interest on a well-planned system of motorways. Wherever you choose the tour to country by car or public transport, you guarantee an comfortable experience. Stonehenge, 10 miles north of historic city of Salisbury Plain, is Europe's best known prehistoric monument. It's so popular that visitors need to purchase a time ticket in advance to guarantee entry. Exhibition at the excellent Stonehenge Visitor Center set to stage for visit, explaining through audio-visual experience and more than 250 ancient objects how to English and sharing information about life during this time. Although you can go inside the circuit wander among the stone during normal opening hours, you can reserve specially early morning or late evening access into Circuit Road English Heritage, which manage the site. Tower of London, Prison Place, Treasure Bell, Observatory and Merengue, the Tower of London has done it all and is one of the top attractions in London, widely considered the most important building in England. There's enough to see and to do in this World Heritage Site to keep visitors busy for hours. The centerpiece of the theme site fortress is the White Tower, built in 1078 by William the Conqueror. It home to amazing exhibits, such as Line of Kings, the world's oldest visitor attraction established in 1652, with a remarkable display of royal armor. The British Museum, with collections and antiques that are among the world's finest, the British Museum holds more than 13 million artifacts from Assyria, Babylonia, Egypt, Greece, the Roman Empire, China, and Europe. The most famous Asian artifacts are the Elgin marble from the Parthenon in Athens, as well as the famous Rosetta Stone. Lake District National Park, combining for 900 square miles, Lake District National Park is the most visited destination to travelers to England, with 12 of the country's largest lakes and more than 2,000 miles of rights of way waiting for explore. There's a little wonder to region continue to spread, with the magnificent views and sensory strike out of a painting. Other things to include visiting the park's many files include Skyfall Pike, the highest mountain in England, Be sure to also spend time exploring some of the lovely little towns and villages dotted throughout the region. Susa Grasmer.
Scotland is a nice place to visit. Here we are going to mention some important things you need to know about Scotland. For example, about general information, population in Scotland is about 5.5 million of inhabitants. This makes it the second most populated country inside the United Kingdom, just behind England. The main language spoken by the Scottish is Gaelic and English. This country is divided into three topographic areas: the Highlands, the Midland Valley, and the Southern Uplands. Scotland also has really nice climate, where you can spend really good time during summer or other station of the year. Also, Scotland is well known for having nice golf parks. This particular sport has gained popularity all over the world, and a few people know that it was invented in Scotland. If you go to Scotland, you must try Scottish whiskey because you will be drinking the finest whiskey. Scotland has many attractive destinations. One of the main cities is Edinburgh, that has abundance of stories, top quality attractions, and the beautiful architecture. You can explore, for example, the medieval Old Town and the elegant Georgian New Town. Scotland has also natural attractions, like its island of Arran. This is an ever-changing coastline with dramatic mountain peaks. It's a great location to escape from a busy city life. Here you can find red squirrels, deers, golden eagles, otters, seals, basking sharks, and more can be seen across the island and the coastline. Another natural attraction is Aviemore. This is an excellent base for exploring the wilderness of Cairngorms National Park. This part of the Highlands is home of the most stunning and wonderful wildlife, such as eagles, caterpillars, ospreys, and others. Here you can do a wide range of outdoor activities. For example, go canoeing or skiing for all to enjoy. Another attraction is the Stirling Castle. It was the key of the Kingdom of Scotland. Its origins are ancient, and over the centuries it grew into a great residence and powerful stronghold. It's one of the most important places in all Scotland. It's a popular attraction in Scotland where you can learn the story behind while eating nice food and to do other activities that this attraction has to offer. Nowadays, Stirling Castle is famous internationally as one of the Scotland's most visited attractions. As I said before, golf is an important sport in Scotland. For example, St Andrews, Scotland is the world's famous home of golf. It is known for its historic university, medieval streets, and gorgeous traditional buildings. The town is filled with exciting things to do and to see, from St Andrew's Cathedral to nearby Scotland's Secret Bunker. And if you are more an eccentric person, you might thinking, what else can I do in Celtic lands? Well, Scotland is known for having music festivals. For example, the famous Wickerman Festival is Scotland's most popular alternative festival music. You can also enjoy performance, roller discos, swimming, and even an outdoor cinema. Another example is the annual Celtic Connection Festival that is celebrated traditionally by Scottish people with Scottish music. It is held in Glasgow each year, and the exciting program is that has 300 concerts and showcases and more than 1,000 Celtic musicians from all around the globe. That's why you need to visit Scotland. It has a wonderful places to visit and the experience of being in other countries, especially in Europe. It is traditional, has historical places that you can visit and pass really good time. Learn about another culture and get to know other people.
Played forward. Can he get contact? From outside to the back post, the header in the goal!
Stop! Never skim an Erdinger. That was brilliant.
Are you looking for the ultimate solution for your nails and cuticles? Cuticle Night Repair by Herome is my favourite product. The serum is enriched with a unique formula of stem cells and bisabolol. Unsightly rough skin and ragged cuticles are soon a thing of the past. It boasts soothing, moisturising, nourishing and anti-inflammatory properties. The results are visible in just 7 days. You no longer have to worry about damaged cuticles. Herome. Beauty is in your hands.
Wales is a country that is part of the United Kingdom, has over 2,700 kilometers of coastline and is largely mountainous with its higher peaks in the north and central areas, including Snowdon, its highest summit. The country lies within the North Temperate Zone and has changeable maritime climate. National symbols of Wales. The story of Wales is long and at times confusing. That will go some of the way towards explaining why the emblems of Wales include a dragon, a vegetable, a spoon, and a bird of prey. The Welsh national flag. It took until 1959 for the Welsh national flag to be officially unfurled for the first time. The significance of the dragon in Welsh culture is believed to date back to Arthurian legend, when Merlin had a vision of a red dragon representing native Britons fighting a white dragon, the Saxon invaders. The use of green and white refers to the colors of the House of Tudor, the 15th century royal family of Welsh origin. The Welsh language. The native language of Wales is spoken by 750,000 people, most in Wales, but also in England, the USA, Canada, and Argentina. There are few Welsh-only speakers, and traditionally Welsh has been the language of rural Wales, but it is increasingly popular within urban populations. The Welsh love spoons. A handcrafted gift made of a solid block of wood. The tradition of a male admirer crafting a love spoon for a young woman indicated to the woman's family that he was skilled and capable with his hands. The oldest existing love spoon in Wales dates back to 1667 and can be seen at the wonderful St. Fagans National History Museum. Each specific carving on the spoon is symbolic, from the eternal love of the Celtic knot to the twisted stem indicating togetherness. Rugby Union. The first Welsh International Rugby Union match took place in 1881 against England in Blackheath. It didn't go well for the white team, but brushing that minor setback aside, the first golden era for Welsh rugby came with a 3-year unbeaten run between 1907 and 1910. Besides, fortunes may have ebbed and flowed for the subsequent century and a bit, but it hasn't deteriorated the phenomenal support, which reflects the cultural importance of the sport in towns and villages all over the country, particularly in the industrialized parts of South Wales. There are 6 official cities in Wales. Cardiff has been the capital since 1955 and is home to around 363,000 people. Swansea and Newport also have populations in the hundreds of thousands, while Bangor has just 19,000 residents but has held city status since time immemorial. The last two, St. Asaph and St. Davis, are the 2 smallest cities in the United Kingdom, with populations of around 3,500 and 2,000 respectively. Much of Wales' landscape is protected, ensuring its beauty will be preserved for generations to come. Around a quarter of the country lies either within one of its 3 national parks or one of its 5 areas of outstanding natural beauty. These are the 5 areas of outstanding natural beauty. There are more than 600 castles in Wales, more per square mile than anywhere in the world. Some have been lived in continuously for 1,000 years, while others are romantic ruins. Many are native Welsh castles, built by Welsh royal dynasties, often in beautiful places. The biggest were built by Normans following the invasion in 1066.
Whether you're just taking off or up and running, Starling Bank, helping business fly.
You gonna eat that?
It's for the reindeer.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's that you've got there?
It's for the reindeer. Bus.
Yeah, come on, let's get on the bus. It's for the reindeer. Hey guys.
Look. It's for the reindeer.
Oh, that's so thoughtful. He'll love that.
You know there's more than one, right?
Hi, could we please get a bag of carrot sticks for the reindeer and a cheeseburger for Father Christmas?
Daddy, Father Christmas only eats mince pies.
Just the carrot sticks then, please.
The story of Northern Ireland, part of the United Kingdom, lying in the northeastern quadrant of the island of Ireland, on the western continental periphery, often characterized as Atlantic Europe. Northern Ireland is sometimes referred to as Ulster, although it included only 6 of the 9 counties which made up that historic Irish province. Since the 1920s, when Northern Ireland was officially separated from Ireland, it has been tormented by sectarian violence. Notwithstanding the peacemaking efforts that began in Erstein in the mid-1990s, Northern Ireland is still best navigated by those who are skilled in the shibboleths and cultural codes that demarcate its people, governing which football soccer team to cheer, for which whiskey to drink, and which song to sing. The complexity of those political makers is captured in a graffiti once scribbled on Belfast walls that read, "If you are not confused, you don't understand the situation." But Northern Ireland political fortunes subsequently have changed for the better, and with that change has come a flourishing of the arts, so that increasingly outside associate the country not with violent politics but with the poems of Seamus Heaney, the music of Van Morrison, and other contributions to world culture. The capital is Belfast, a modern city whose historic centre was badly damaged by aerial bombardment during World War II. Once renowned for its shipyards, the Titanic was built there. Belfast has lost much of its industrial base. The religion in Northern Ireland is Catholic, now make up about 2/5 of the population, and their slightly higher birth rate has led to speculation
that they eventually will become the larger of the two communities. Although Protestants continue to be a majority, they are perhaps best thought of as a majority of minorities, in that the Protestant community comprises a mosaic of distinct denominations that vary enormously in size. The most substantial Protestant denomination in Northern Ireland, the Presbyterians, makes up more than one-fifth of the population. About 1 in 6 people belong to the next biggest Protestant denomination, the Anglican Church of Ireland. The remainder of the Protestant population is fragmented among dozens of smaller religious groupings. Northern Ireland economy is closely bound to that of the rest of the United Kingdom, although historically the economic links between Northern Ireland and its closest neighbours, the Republic of Ireland, were remarkably underdeveloped. Trade between the two has grown substantially. Compared with the rest of the United Kingdom, the economy of Northern Ireland has long suffered, largely a result of political and social turmoil. To spur economic development in the 118, the British and Irish governments created the International Fund of Ireland, which disburses economic assistance to the entire island, with significant resources going to Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland also receives economic assistance from the European Union. This impressive landscape of granite peaks is bounded by Carniford Lough to the south. Climate in Northern Ireland is temperate and maritime. Most of its weather comes from the southwest in a series of low pressure systems varying the rain and clouds that often lend character to the landscape. Because Northern Ireland is near the central tract of such lows, it often experiences high winds. In the north and to the east coast, particularly severe westerly gales are common above the 8,000 foot level. Distorted dress and windbreaks.
So now, let's talk about important things you need to know before you travel to the Northern Ireland. So the most important thing is to master the language of English, because it's the main spoken language and you need to know what they say. So another thing is in Northern Ireland, its climate is pretty rainy almost every day. Although they have sunny days, you need to carry a raincoat or something, a sweatcoat, something to protect yourself from the rain. Another thing you need to know is that it's recommended for every country you are going to visit is to learn about the kind of character of the Irish in this case, and do some research about them, about the culture, about the kind of being, about how they behave, something to know the people before you go to their country. And one another thing to know is knowing about the costumes and rules of conduct about the Irish, just to don't make an awkward situation and be safe, just in case you need it. About talking about attractive destination for a tourist in Northern Ireland, there is nowhere quite like Northern Ireland. If you love a good book of lists to do in that kind of place, you have got everything here, from heritage sites to paradise for walkers and climbers, real world Game of Thrones locations to scenery that inspire Narnia. You can even stand in a spot where Titanic set out. Talking about the known Titanic Belfast Museum, the Titanic Belfast is a world leading visitors attraction and must see or any type of Belfast and Northern Ireland. The iconic six-floor building is located in the heart of Belfast, at the historic site where the Titanic was designed, built and launched in 1912. Another place to visit is the flanked by the wild North Atlantic Ocean and the landscape of dramatic cliffs, the giant causeway. Northern Ireland first UNESCO heritage site is a geological wonder and home to a wealth of history and legends. The 40,000 basalt stone columns by volcanic eruptions 60 million years ago has captured the imagination of all who see it. Another place is the Goblins. On the thrilling Goblins experience, nature isn't content. It's just a sit back and be admired. It completely engulfs you, from the enveloping Sea, winds, and the dolphins dancing off the coast to the squawking native sea birds and the salty air as it hits your lips or your face. A music played very famous in Belfast is the Belfast Traditional Music Trail. It's a unique way to experience Irish traditional music, with two professional musicians as your guides, walk through couple alleyways, past famous landmarks and on the private bars in some of the cities of the oldest buildings. At each of the 3 stops, you will be treated to a performance of traditional tunes, songs, and stories, all of which make up your own personal seasons. Now, taking out a kayak is a beautiful way to explore Stanford Lough. Down at water level, you are in tune with the tides, time of the day, water conditions, gliding, soft readings, you closer to the land's wildlife, including seal pups and wild geese. There is something magical about this place. You are only 30 minutes from Belfast, but it will feel like you are in another completely world. It's just you and the kayak and the water. There are no interruptions here, no debates, crowds, or rush hours of traffic. Another silent and private Another silent place to go and visit is the nestled in the picturesque countryside. Montalto is a privately owned domestic steeped in the story dating back in the 16th. It is very famous, the site of the Battle of Bajanachik, which took place during the Irish Rebellion in 1798. It is also home to an exotic plant collection initially created by the father of the Irish gardening, Sir Arthur Rawdon.